Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol TORC. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. If you're new to charts and not sure what I mean by 30-minute, I do offer an explanation video at that link. So if you go there, I'll explain in detail. Well, crazy movement on this one, big price movement, and then you look at the volume, well above average volume. And what I need to do from a charting perspective, because I get it, it's just hard to see because of that big gap down. So what I'm going to do is just move the chart over here, and that'll just fix the proportions of it. So there we go. So I realize it looks kind of goofy because now you have all this black territory, but really that's the only chance or choice I have, given the movement today. So let's map out a couple areas of support and resistance. The interesting dynamic here, and don't get me wrong, I really wish I could say trading was this easy, but yeah, the bulls actually did show some strength by getting a little bit of a bounce upwards. But like I said, just because the price started to bounce does not mean, oh, it's ready to go all the way back up there. If only it were that easy. My point is, it's at least logical to allow some bullishness in. It's at least logical to talk about the bulls a little bit. Whereas if the price was still just going straight down and I'm sitting here talking about bullish events, you'd be like, what bullish events? It's literally getting hammered to the downside. But at this point in time, it's bounced back upward. So does that mean that there's a much bigger move to happen guaranteed? No. Does that mean it's at least a valid thought to have? Is it a rational conversation to have at this point? Absolutely. So if this bounce is the start of anything bigger, well, then by definition, it needs to just keep on getting bigger, or at least it maintain itself. What do I mean by maintain itself? Well, by staying up above $1. Because, if you stop and think about it, and I'm not saying this will occur, but if the price goes down to $1 and then just continues on down, what is that doing? Well, from a very literal perspective, that's putting the price right back to where it was. And price movements with true power are not going to go back to where they were. Whereas on the flip side of things, if the price comes down here, at least maintains itself and then begins to work its way back upwards, at least at that point in time, you'd have a situation where you have a set of lows there, you have that low right there, and then you have some stair steps progressing in the upwards direction. And that's what it's all about, just building stair steps in the upwards direction. Now, what about levels of resistance? If this bounce does continue to bounce, where are some of these potential selling groups going to be at? Initial level of resistance going to be right there at the $1.20 mark. If the price can push up through there, then in the next key overall level right up there around $1.40. So definitely a very interesting setup. When stocks like this get beat down to the downside, there can be some pretty big snapback bounces, so it's at least worth keeping an eye on. I know I'll be watching it, so let's see what next week brings. Real quick, if you found this video helpful, then I'm very confident in saying you'd find great value in this live web class that I'm offering. It's totally free, so if you're interested in learning more or getting signed up, you can go to claytrader.com/live or just click the link in the description area. There's a live question and answers. It's very interactive. So go to that link, get signed up, and I'll see you at the class.